Great news for Vauxhall SUV fans, there's a new Grandland, and it's this. And Vauxhall's answer to the Nissan Qashqai has gotten more grown up and bigger than before. It's bigger and longer, has a larger boot, and it's got futuristic illuminated logos front and rear. It's also got an updated version of the ubiquitous front visor grille design, and there's an all-electric version for the first time ever. But wait, this review is not of that car. It's of the outgoing model, and the reason for that is because 80% of cars sold in the UK are second-hand, and that's what we specialise in at Motorpoint. So while it's interesting to know about new cars on the scene, what it crucially means is that there could be a bit of a bargain to be had on the outgoing models. So while we will no doubt bring you a review of the new Grandland at some point, in fact you can find a link to a written version of the new car in the description below, right now there are some really very good bargains to be had on the older model. This 1.2 turbo petrol in ultimate trim is for sale at the time of filming at just under £21,000. That is a saving of almost £15,000 from the new price for a car that's only just a year old. A pretty big saving, I'm sure you'll agree. So what exactly do you get for your money then? Well, looks-wise, it's not the most attractive, and before this visor grille was added in 2021, it was pretty forgettable. Although it does look classy in this lovely red colour. It's a good colour. In here we've got all the elements you would expect from a family car. So we've got a digital instrument cluster right in front of the driver and an infotainment screen here, which is not the easiest to navigate. However, there is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and this set of shortcut buttons, which is really useful because it means that you can press those instead of rummaging through the submenus. It looks like we've got this really wide, impressive large screen, but actually only this bit is the display because either side shows limited functions such as the climate control settings. There's also dual zone climate control on separate physical buttons for every car, whatever trim level you have, as is cruise control and LED headlights. This top spec Ultimate model, meanwhile, adds goodies such as wireless charging pad, which is just in here, heated steering wheel, powered tailgate and part leather interior. Space in the back is decent. Some rivals do offer more room, and if you're Tim Roadie, you might prefer one of those. Although 5'4.5" me, I have plenty of leg room and plenty of headroom. There are some air vents in the back, but no charging sockets. So you've either got to go phone free, hope you've got enough battery, or perhaps do something like I Spy. Boot space is also decent. There's 514 litres in here, which is 10 litres less than a Nissan Qashqai. No, 10 litres more than a Nissan Qashqai, but 90 litres less than the latest Kia Sportage. And the seats don't go forwards and backwards like they do in some of this car's rivals, and they also don't fold in a three-way split. They only fold in a two-way split. But we can forgive it of that. It's still a decent, usable size. Well done, Vauxhall. On the road, the Vauxhall Grandland is perfectly acceptable. It's a middle of the road kind of driving experience. There's not much body lean in the corners and it's fairly comfortable, smoothing out lumps and bumps with ease, which is fair enough. And it is fair enough, but it won't knock your socks off for either handling or comfort. And this gearbox is a little bit notchy, rubbery feeling and has quite a long action, which makes changing gear a bit of a chore. If you go for an auto, it's smooth enough. If we're being really fussy, that 1.2 litre turbocharge does sound a bit intrusive when you accelerate hard, and every so often you get a bit of a transmission whine, which is a little odd coming from a car from the 2020s and not the 1980s. But for all our moaning, we actually quite like this engine. It pulls away well, has more than enough punch for motorway work and feels more gutsy than its official 9.8 second 0 to 60 time would suggest. It's also fairly economical, with official figures around the 43 miles per gallon mark. And we believe that because we have managed to get 44 miles per gallon and not driving it particularly overly carefully either. If you go for the diesel, it has even better miles per gallon. And if you go for the plug-in hybrid, in theory, you should be able to do 40 miles before you need to take advantage of the petrol engine. the Grandland isn't bad, is it? And the trouble is that isn't really great praise. And that's the thing with the Grandland. It's reasonably well equipped and it's decent enough to drive and it's moderately practical, but it doesn't stand out in any one particular area. Although with price, it does offer very good value. So that's where the Grandland might win.